Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David, and this is a magic review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today, because now, for the next couple minutes, we get to talk about something that we love. Magic, right? We love magic tricks. I love magic tricks. You love magic tricks. At Magic Orthodoxy, I review magic tricks every single day. And I do giveaways every single month. Speaking of, December is creeping up on us, and I'm doing 5 giveaways in December. All of them, I think, start at $500. I think the value of each one of those giveaways starts at $500. And the one that I'm gonna do on Christmas Day, that's right, there's a giveaway on Christmas Day, will be worth almost $1,000. So, do you wanna miss those giveaways? No, of course not. If you have not hit like, subscribe, and follow yet, if you have not pushed those buttons yet, now is the time to do it. I don't want you to miss out on all the free stuff, all right? I want you guys to have a happy, happy, happy holiday. What are we doing today? We are reviewing Profile from David Jonathan and Nikolas Mavresis. This is a brand new trick from the two of them. It's always cool when those guys join forces. When those two stick their heads together, they make some pretty cool stuff. And it was probably a month ago, maybe, David Jonathan reached out to me and he was like, hey, I got this trick. I don't want to send it your way. And I was, I always say yes to David Jonathan. And he then just throws out this little aside, this little add-on, to wet my whistle. And he says, hey, I think you're going to like it. I was like, really? Why? He's like, this totally seems like you. And I was like, oh, well, I'm really excited to look at this, right? I really want to get this. And I admit, when I first got it, it was, small. It's not that big. It's unassuming. I didn't even open it. I was like, oh, I can't wait to look at this. There was some other stuff that was pressing that I kind of had to get to. But in the back of my mind, I was like, I'm going to get back to this because David Jonathan told me that I would like this. And let me just tell you something. I love this. Love it. So many great things about this trick, and I want to tell you all about them. First of all, what is Profile? What is Profile and how does it go? I would advise you go out to YouTube and watch the trailer. First of all, you should always watch the trailer, right? If you watch a review, you should also watch the trailer, okay? If you're gonna get somebody else's opinion, watch the trailer first, or watch it right after, and get the opinion of somebody else, right? It's always good to have a second or third or fourth opinion before you spend your money. Profile is a card trick, really, and even though that package comes with gimmicks, your spectator will never see those gimmicks. So it's a hidden gimmick. It's a hidden tool that's going to allow you to do this. What the trick is you have a deck of cards, and you hand the deck face up to the spectator, and you tell them you're going to deal cards down to the table, and you're going to spell out your answers, okay? And however you answer, right, will determine the card you land in. And obviously, your answers will differ from so-and-so's, right? So I could ask you what your favorite animal is, and you might say dog, and that's D-O-G. But I could ask her what her favorite animal is, and she might say porcupine. So we definitely land on different cards, correct? And they say yes. So you are gonna get their profile, right? You're gonna do a little reading. So you'll ask them a series of questions. And let me just say, the questions don't have to be the same from person to person. In fact, one of the questions is, look at anything in this room and just spell down what you see. They could write table chair. They could write salad bar, right? They could say, Dodge car. They could spell that down. One of the questions is spell down anything you see. So again, anybody watching, they would be right there with you. Say, yes, that person could have said anything. And at the end of your questions, there's gonna be one card there, right? And you say, this is your card. Now it's, a black card, 3 of clubs, 4 of spades, whatever, right? And you say, let's look at my prediction. And you turn the prediction over and it says, if you chose a red card, you have a wonderful personality, or you're a great person, or, if you chose a red card, you're gonna have an amazing day. And then you go, oh, it's not a red card. And they say, yeah, it's not. You goofed up. And you say, well, I know how I can fix this. And you take the card that they chose, turn it over, and it has a red back. And you go, there you go, see, ta-da, red back. But you don't believe me. You take the deck, turn it over, and fan, and every single card is blue. Every single card is blue. And before we even get into the review, yes, the spectator has a free choice in what they name and spell. And yes, it is a normal deck with no rough and smooth and no double cards. And that is really how the trick goes. Like I'm obviously hiding a little bit to keep the secret, but that is really how the trick goes. It is such a fun trick. And let me also say that because of the gimmick, there is no memory work and there is no math. Did I tell you I would love this trick? I love this trick. No memory work and no math and a normal deck of cards. And they are going to arrive at the card you want. And in the teaching, they're going to offer you a couple of other variations so that you could do this with different decks. Let's talk all about it. So is it what I thought? I didn't know what to think. In fact, I didn't watch the trailer before it arrived. I didn't watch the trailer even after I opened the package. So when I first saw the gimmicks, I was like, I don't understand what this is. I don't get it. I thought I could figure it out, but I could not figure it out. It is well made. The gimmick is well made. But like I said, nobody's ever going to see the gimmick. And I'm not even going to tell you what the gimmick is. I'm not going to tell you what the gimmick is. I'm not even going to show it to you. I'm not. I thought about it. I took pictures of it. I took really nice pictures of it. And I thought, oh, you know, I'll show them what it is. I'm not going to. Here's what I will say though, okay? You're gonna get 8 gimmicks inside this package. 4 of them will work with a red deck, and 4 of them will work with a blue deck, and they're all identical, which means you could have this in 2 different sets. You could have a red set, and you could have a blue set. So, and like I said, you've got extras just in case anything should happen to it. You've got 3 more in the back wings ready to go if you ever need it extra. What's the overall quality and production value of the video? It's actually 1 PDF and 20 Vimeo files. So the link is going to take you out to Vimeo and you'll have access to 20 different videos. I didn't see any way to download them, and you do kind of have to watch them all back to back. But the nice thing is you can read the titles and you can pick and choose what you want to watch. There's an intro. They talk about how to use the gimmick. They're going to show you the primary handling, the main trick. And then there's an overview, and they walk you through the setup. The setup is really easy. They give you some handling ideas and some preferences. And then they're going to give you some different options for performing. So they give you a no reset version. They're going to give you a blank deck version. Now, this is totally different because this is now, you're going to have any card called, any card named. They're going to assign that card. You're going to put the card back in the deck. Then they're going to go through the same process, but instead of it doing red, blue, after they answer all the questions, they will arrive back at their assigned card. There it is. There's their assigned card. And when you turn all the other cards over, they're blank. So completely different way to do the trick, but the same exact method. They'll teach you another version that's a double blank deck, meaning the deck is blank on both sides. And Nikolas reserves that for when he has 2 spectators. So again, awesome. They'll talk about how to do this in other languages, which is nice. You always get those questions, right? Will this work in other languages? Then there's some crediting on this, and then they have an outro. Pocket space, it is just a deck of cards. Just a deck of cards. Now I said in my description that you have a little prediction, and you turn the prediction over and it says your card will be red, right? You could do that on anything you wanted. You could do that on a blank card. You could do that on a joker. You could do that on a Post-it note. You could do it however you'd like, right? So yeah. Angles-wise, there's no angles. Inspectability, it's a completely normal deck. Again, there's nothing defined. Slice and difficulty level, you're going to memorize how the routine goes. And there's some visual clues that'll help you. But again, there's no math. It happens in the spectator's hand. It's completely hands-off. They can answer however they would like. They can give their own answers. They will spell down themselves. and you'll be in control the whole time, and you will nail your force card every single time. It's that easy. So I think this whole review has been a positive, right? I've said positives through this whole thing. I mean, what more positive thing could I possibly say, right? It's $25, so it's affordable. $25, affordable. They give you 8 gimmicks. You only need 1. You have a backup. You don't have to pick. If you like red cards, you can do this with a red deck. If you like blue cards, you can do it with a blue deck. There's no math. Makes a great opener, right? It's a perfect opener, because then you just go into your trick, right? Great opener. Negatives, I think the only negative I had through the whole thing is I felt like, man, I wish I could download this whole video. I didn't want 20 individual files. I wanted one long video that I could just watch from end to end and keep, right? So whenever I always like the option to download the video just so I have it, just in case something ever happens to the internet one day, you know? So I didn't see a download option, but is it worth your money? Absolutely. $25? $25. And this is the perfect, this is the perfect trick. I mean, it feels like an any card to any number, right? Kind of. It has an any card to any number feel to it, because you're definitely hitting a card that you've picked. It's the only card in the deck, and the number is decided by them, right? And the blank deck version feels exactly like an any card to any number. And they've come up with a way to do it, and there's no funny business. There's no rough and smooth. What? There's no short cards. You're going to use a regular deck. A regular deck. Well, with one color, with one back that's a different color, but other than that, regular deck, right? And that's easily solved, right? It could just be a dupe. Like if you're worried about, oh, well, then I don't have a regular deck. Sure you do. If your force card is a 3 of clubs, the real 3 of clubs is still in the deck. No one's going to notice. You just take that red card out or that blue card out, and then you go right into your performances. No one's going to notice that, you know, you say, well, we can't use this card, it's a different color, and put it away. No one's going to, one extra card in a deck, it's not going to change anything. It's not going to make or break you at all. So David Jonathan was 100% right. I love this trick. So I hope that answers some questions for you, or at least introduces you to a trick that you didn't know anything about. And if that's the case, I did my job. And if I did my job, do me a favor, hit like, subscribe, and follow. Push all those buttons. That helps me out a lot. And yeah, big, huge thanks to David Jonathan. Support him, support his magic, and support Nikolas Mavresis. You can pick this up from your favorite dealer. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey, can I have just a few more minutes of your time, please? I've got something important that I really want to talk to you about. Normally at the end of these videos, I use this space to promote myself, right? I tell you to subscribe to my channel, or I tell you to become a member of my channel, or I try to sell you a t-shirt, or I ask you to join the member section. And lately, I've just been feeling it on my heart that I want to use this space to promote another magician and to ask you to support his channel. So Daniel Madison, I'm sure you know, he is just an incredible magician, an amazing card mechanic. He's been producing magic, teaching us all magic, putting out high quality cards and merchandise for a really long time. He has an incredible YouTube channel. It's absolutely incredible. I don't know if you've visited lately. He does really fun little shorts, beautiful editing, great shots, amazing music. His most recent video was a magic tutorial. He teaches you the snap change. He spends 30 minutes. It is a 30-minute masterclass on the snap change, and it's free. Out of all the magic channels that are out there, whether they're reviewers or performers or teachers, Daniel Madison deserves to be in everyone's top 3. He deserves to be in everyone's top 3. He is my number one, hands down. Okay, and I would love for him to get the recognition that I think he deserves, not just from us as a community, but also from YouTube for the great videos he puts out. If you've not yet subscribed to Daniel Madison, if you have not yet pushed that subscribe button, you're not the kind of person that subscribes to a lot of channels, I get it. But if you appreciate Daniel Madison and you appreciate the art, or at least you can appreciate his effort and his drive and his game, I would highly ask you to go over to his channel really quick, hit that subscribe button. Let's bump Daniel Madison up to 100K. I want to see him hit 100K. I want to see him make the video where he gets his plaque. I think he's so deserving of it. And like I said, Daniel Madison, his channel, my top 10, easily in my top 10, because he's my number one. He's my number one. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'll see you next time. Bye.